Welcome back, and time to do one more lesson, one more example for today's lesson, and that's how to multiply two binomials together. We're actually doing a square of a binomial. So if you look up here, here's the title, Square of a Binomial, and the way that we can write this out using algebra terms is a plus b times a plus b. The idea is that you have the exact same binomial times itself. Another way that you might see this written out in the book is a plus b in parentheses with a little squared sign outside of the parentheses. I've written out the long way, a plus b times a plus b. It means the same thing. So here's the deal, here's the pattern. When we multiply a plus b times a plus b, the answer will always follow this type of pattern. That you have a squared plus 2 times whatever a times b is, plus b squared. Alright, so let's put that into work. Here's an example, x plus 7 times x plus 7. I'm going to multiply this out the long way, and then I'll simplify it, and then we'll try to make some connections to this pattern. So when I multiply this out, again, I'll FOIL it, so we'll do x times x squared, and x times this 7, so it's plus 7x, and then I'll multiply this 7 by that x, which is another plus 7x, and then we'll do 7 times this 7, which is plus 49. Those are my four terms. If I simplify it, 7x plus 7x in the middle can be combined together to give you 14x. So your final answer becomes x squared plus 14x plus 49. Now, that's correct. Now let's see how that fits this pattern up here. We said if you took a plus b times a plus b, you get a squared plus 2 times ab plus b squared. Alright, so here's a, and in this problem we had x for a. So the pattern says square a. So square x, here's your x squared. The middle part of the solution is 2 times a times b. So we would take the x times 7, which is 7x, and then double it because times 2. Double 7x, you get 14x. That checks. And then the pattern says it's supposed to end with a plus b squared. And b, again, is the second term in the binomial, so that's 7. If we squared 7, we get 49. So this checks out. Now, again, the challenge here is that you can do all these problems mentally, and there's an advantage to learning how to do them mentally because that's going to help us with things in Chapter 11 where we have to factor. You can always multiply it out the long way, but we're trying to see some of these patterns. So I'm going to do one more example for you here, and I wrote this out both ways. So this is 2x minus 2 squared, which written out the long way is 2x minus 2 times 2x minus 2. Now, I changed the sign in the middle here to make it a subtraction sign instead of an addition sign. That's okay. We can use that. We just have to make sure that we watch the signs. There are a little tricky things that's going to happen here with the 2ab and with the b squared. All right. So if I try to follow the pattern and not really write it out the long way like we did up here, I'm going to take a squared, I'm going to take a and square. A is 2x, so if I squared 2x, I'm going to get 4x squared. Then the next part is to do this 2 times a times b. So a is 2x, b is negative 2. What's 2x times negative 2? It's negative 4x. Then multiply it by 2, so negative 4x times 2 is negative 8x. Alright, so far so good. Then the last term is to take b and find whatever b squared is. So b is negative 2, don't forget that negative sign, and square negative 2. Well, negative 2 squared becomes a positive 4. So this becomes my final answer, 4x squared minus 8x plus 4. If you don't quite understand that, try multiplying this out using FOIL and simplify it and see if you get the same answer. I think you will. Good luck.